Good. And that was a super transition. Clever boy. And again, just get this walk so it's not...
No.
I'm ready, I'm ready. No, you've got to have an open walk, not a wiggly-woggly walk. That's it, super. Good. So now just do a little bit forward canter on the circle and then collect a bit and then do a walk transition. Because he likes that now, he thinks that's fun. Good. So maybe then this time then do the walk to canter. And if it's a good one, that's the last one I'd do on this rein. And then have a nice forward canter on the circle, then collect and then do a walk transition. Super, super, good boy. Going so fast. That's it, good. Good. And now do a walk trot transition, no canter. Good. Well, look at me, I'm going to do my fancy trot. Good. That's it.
You've got to soften.
Good. Good boy. So now maybe change the rein, 2 half 10-metre circles and a walk to canter the other way. But again, just check that the walk's nice and out. Good. Sorry, I'm looking at you and forgetting to video you. Super! And then I think he gets a rest. Just a rest. Just do a nice transition down and he can have a rest, I would say. Super.
That was really helpful. Thank you.
It really, really highlights, doesn't it? in that if the walk's good, then he's actually really offering it to you.
I mean, once, it was kind of like, first of all, he had to understand
Yeah,
what I wanted.
yeah. And you do have to just kick through it.
Yeah, but then once he'd got that, like you say, it's just all that's got to happen. You said about the trot, you said with the walk, the first walk to trot canter.
Yeah,
He said, tell me about the walk. And I was like, and then he said, tell me about the trot. And it wasn't open enough. And that was a really useful question.
yeah.
Because it made me understand it.
And I agree. Actually, the word open is absolutely perfect, because it's not that he isn't going forward. Because quite often, when the walk isn't right, is when he's anticipating. He goes a bit like this, so he's kind of jiggling,
Yeah.
but he's not.
He's sort of bunched up.
Yes.
He's not stuffy.
No. And the difference is exactly that. When you said open, that describes it perfectly. It's when he kind of lets go over the top of his withers.
Like this bit kind of goes.
Yeah.
Rather than going.
And again, I would probably say for the moment, I would practice those a bit like you did then. Get the walk to canters good. And then the canter walks will yeah, because you could kind of see, the trouble is otherwise he ends up getting a bit jiggly in the walk.
And the thing is as well, I see a lot of horses like that.
Yes.
And that makes sense. You're thinking about the training,
Yeah.
which I've never really thought about before. Yeah, about teaching it to a horse. Like when we did it with Neptune, I was just doing it in lessons and blah, you know.
Yeah.
It makes much more sense to do it like that separately, so you do maintain that forwardness.
Yeah.
And do maintain that trueness. Whereas I bet you, 80-90% of people don't do it like that.
Well, I don't know. But do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing that when you're watching somebody, you can see it happening. That actually, the trouble is, because he got a little bit tense or excited in the downward transition, then he kind of bunched up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he's not free enough in the shoulders to do the upward transition. And then you're kind of fighting an issue that isn't there.
Yeah. And also, what you see when you judge it is you so rarely see good simple changes, because they either kind of stop going anywhere and fall into a heap,
Yeah.
or they're so fuzzy they can't walk.
Yeah.
And they're the two biggest mistakes you see.
Yeah.
Both of which you can see how they would have arisen with him.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yet doing it separately gives you time to just actually, and each time it was quicker for him to come into a nicer walk.
Oh, much, yeah. And then you kind of think, well, actually, if you give that, a month or so, that's not going to be an issue, because all you're doing is doing the downward transition, and then your aim, rather than to then do an upward transition, is just to get a good walk. And then when you can do that from the first stride of walk, you're not going to have a problem. The arms need a rest.